Have you ever spent a good amount of money on a game, only to ask yourself, was it really worth it? Whether it's because of its length, the depth of its story, the quality of the gameplay, or the emotional impact it left on you. Some games give us so much that every cent feels like a small price for what we get in return. And that's exactly what we're talking about today. 10 single-player games that are worth every penny. Not just because of their playtime, but because they deliver emotional, narrative, technical, and artistic value. Whether you're a fan of open worlds, cinematic storytelling, or soulful adventures, here's a list of experiences that truly pay off. And then some. Ghost of Tsushima. If there's one game that turns exploration into a visual poem, it's Ghost of Tsushima. Set in feudal Japan during the Mongol invasion, you step into the shoes of Jin Sakai, a samurai torn between honor and the need to defeat a brutal enemy. What makes this game worth every cent is the emotional and aesthetic experience it delivers. Every flower field, every wind-blown forest, every duel in the rain is pure cinema. But it's not just about beauty. The combat is fluid, strategic, and deeply satisfying. Beyond the gripping main story, there are side quests with real depth and folktale-like legends to uncover. The director's cut version, with the Iki Island expansion, adds even more top-quality content. Ghost of Tsushima isn't just a game, it's a love letter to Japanese culture and one of the most breathtaking open worlds ever made.
You are my friend.
Give me the mark.
No.
Elden Ring. If you love a challenge, Elden Ring is a sure investment. From Software created an open world that doesn't hold your hand with flashing markers. Instead, it lures you with sheer wonder and mystery. Every step feels monumental. And often is. This action RPG respects your intelligence. The difficulty is steep but fair. Progress comes from your own growth as a player, not just leveling up. With freedom to build your character, explore anywhere, and face challenges. In your own order, every playthrough is unique.
Be born. Brandish the Elden Ring.
The Legend of Zelda. Breath of the Wild. Few games capture the spirit of adventure like Breath of the Wild. Launched alongside the Nintendo Switch, it redefines what an open world can be, not just in scale, but in true freedom. You can climb any mountain, cross scorching deserts, swim icy rivers, and defeat enemies in wildly creative ways. Nothing is forced. Curiosity is your greatest weapon. The level of detail is stunning. The way you interact with the environment, the realistic physics, and the ability to tackle challenges in multiple ways make every player's experience unique. Even years later, it's hard to find someone who played BOTW and wasn't enchanted. The investment is worth it for the beauty, the freedom, and the memories it creates. Horizon, Forbidden West. Aloy returns in Horizon. Forbidden West, and the sequel not only lives up to the first game, it improves on everything. The world is more vibrant, the combat systems more refined, and the story unfolds with a gripping urgency. What makes this game a great investment is the balance between exploration, storytelling, and strategic gameplay. Fighting giant machines takes tactics, patience, and smart use of your arsenal. Visually, it's stunning. From scorching deserts to lush jungles, each biome is rich in detail, and with new mechanics like gliders and diving, exploration becomes even more rewarding. If you're looking for a strong story-driven action RPG with next-gen visuals and dozens of hours of content, Forbidden West is a sure bet. Resident Evil 4 Remake. A classic is a classic, and the Resident Evil 4 Remake shows how to honor the original while upgrading everything that needed improvement. With modern graphics, revamped gameplay, and a tightly paced narrative, it keeps the charm of the original while bringing the best of today's technology. Leon S. Kennedy is back, facing horrors in a remote European village. The remake offers more responsive combat, more aggressive enemies, and even creepier environments, all while preserving its soul. If you loved the original, this remake is worth every penny. And if you've never played it, there's no better way to experience one of the most influential games in history. Alan Wake 2. After years of waiting, Alan Wake 2 finally arrived, and it was worth every second. It deepens the story of the writer trapped between realities, raising psychological horror to new heights. With jaw-dropping visuals, dense atmosphere, and flawless writing, Alan Wake 2 isn't just a game, it's an interactive series layered with survival horror. Switching between protagonists Alan and Saga, metafictional storytelling, and eerie world-building make you feel immersed in a dark, smart, and unforgettable narrative. It's a game that challenges your perception of reality and rewards you with powerful revelations, an investment that pays back in pure immersion.
Faded out. Until they didn't. They were trying to stop me. Fuck me.
God of War. Ragnarok. God of War. Ragnarok is the pinnacle of a saga that reinvented Kratos, from an angry anti-hero to a father trying to do right in a cruel world. It brings epic battles, creative puzzles, and a heart-wrenching story. The journey of Kratos and Atreus reaches emotional and mythological new heights. With stunning visuals and one of the best sound designs of the generation, this is a game meant to be savored, like a great piece of literature. If you played the 2018 God of War, Ragnarok is a direct continuation and an evolution in every way. The value lies in the story, the combat, and the emotional weight behind each detail.
Acho que entendi por que prenderam ele.
Final Fantasy VII Remake. Remakes aren't just about nostalgia. They can be bold reimaginings, and that's exactly what Final Fantasy VII Remake delivers. It retells the classic story of Cloud and the fight against Shinra with a more intimate, focused and deeply developed characters. The combat system is a perfect blend of action and strategy. The graphics are top tier, and the soundtrack, it's a masterpiece. Even though this is just the first chapter in a trilogy, it offers dozens of hours of content and a mind-blowing ending that redefines everything. A game that pays off in spectacle and depth.
Watch yourself. I'll show you what I can do. One more shot.
Lies of PT. Inspired by Bloodborne, Lies of P is a Souls-like that blends dark fairy tales with brutal gameplay, and the result is surprisingly good. You play as a twisted version of Pinocchio in a city overrun by rogue automatons. The combat is tight, the enemy designs are fantastic, and the atmosphere rivals even From Software's best work. It offers multiple endings, diverse builds, and a rewarding learning curve. For fans of tough challenges and unique stories, Lies of P is a hidden gem. It feels like a tribute, but with a strong identity. And it delivers way more than you'd expect for the price.
Don't give up.
Keep going.
You can lean on me if you want.
A Plague Tale, Requiem. If you love games with powerful stories, thick atmosphere, and characters that truly matter, A Plague Tale. Requiem is a title that justifies every penny with emotion, tension, and depth, following directly after A Plague Tale, Innocence. We once again join Amicia and Hugo on an even more intense and dark journey through a plague-ridden world haunted by mysterious forces. The highlight here is its cinematic narrative, with emotional performances, a haunting soundtrack, and stunning scenery that contrasts beautifully with the story's brutality. Gameplay has also evolved with more tools, creative approaches, and smarter encounters. Requiem isn't a fast-paced action game. It's about feeling, sacrifice, and survival, and it leaves a lasting impression. For those who value impactful storytelling and artistic direction, this is a game that delivers from beginning to end.
Of a mysterious island that calls him.
Maybe nobody cares.
Maybe. One day, the macular illness that's been dormant inside
These are games that offer more than just fun. They offer experiences, immersion, and emotion. Each one is worth its price not only for the technical quality, but for the mark it leaves on you. Which ones have you played? Which ones surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe, leave a like, and share this with your gamer friends. Because spending money on games can hurt your wallet. But when the experience is unforgettable, it becomes one of the best investments you can make.